Okay, for all you ASU makers out there, you're going to want to hear this. We're diving into a secret weapon, a piece of tech that can give your systems a serious edge in the battle against energy waste.
So think about it for a sec. Every building, every factory, you're always pushing out that conditioned air. But that's not just air, right? It's energy. It's money. Just poof, gone. So what if that single biggest point of waste could be totally flipped around and turned into your greatest source of energy savings? And hey, this isn't some sci-fi fantasy. This is the real power of heat recovery.
All right, let's get into it. How do we actually turn that waste into an asset? Well, the key is this awesome new tech called ion power. And trust me, it's a total game changer.
And here it is. This is the secret weapon we're talking about. The GreenSave Hypen Heat Recovery Cassette. It might not look like much, but this little box is where all the magic happens. The absolute easiest way to get how this works is to picture a revolving door. So inside this cassette, there's a honeycomb wheel, and it's just slowly turning. As the old, stale air from inside goes out through one side, the wheel just grabs its heat and its moisture. Then, as it rotates, fresh air from outside comes in through the other half, and it picks up all that stored-up energy. So the bad air is gone, but the good stuff, the temperature and humidity, gets to stay. Simple and, honestly, pretty brilliant. Now this is where it gets really cool. The old-school way of grabbing moisture was with silica gel. But here's the problem. Silica gel isn't picky. It grabs moisture, sure, but it also grabs odors and other gunk you really don't want. Ion Power is way smarter. It uses a special ion exchange resin that's basically programmed to only grab water molecules. It leaves all the nasty odors and contaminants behind.
So what's the bottom line for your clients? Well, you're looking at an awesome energy-saving effect. You get almost zero odor transfer, which means cleaner, fresher air. The whole thing is anti-germ and mold-proof, so it's great for air quality, and it keeps cross-contamination between the air streams to a minimum. You're not just selling efficiency, you're selling a healthier building.
But that Hypen, that's just the start. What about the really tough jobs? You know, like super hot, super contaminated industrial places? For that, we got to break out the industrial arsenal. And this just shows you how flexible this tech is. It's the same idea that revolving door for energy, but it's adapted and scaled up. We go from those sleek cassettes that are perfect for offices and schools to these absolute beasts built to handle the factory floor.
First step from the arsenal, meet the ENSA Ion. Think of this as the special ops unit for heavy industry.
So let's check out how this thing is different. The ENS Ion is built to handle industrial exhaust that's full of VOCs. You know, those nasty volatile organic compounds, basically chemical fumes. It still recovers all the heat and moisture, but it's designed so that almost no VOCs sneak across. Plus, it has an explosion-proof design. So yeah, it's perfect for places like printing factories, chemical plants, and clean rooms where you just can't mess around with safety.
Okay, quick tech out moment. The units we've been talking about recover total heat. That's temperature and moisture. But sometimes in industrial stuff, you only need to get the temperature back. That's what we call sensible heat. It's literally the heat you can feel. And knowing that brings us to our next specialist, the PWT Eco Unit. This thing is your high-temperature hero. It focuses only on recovering that sensible heat, and it can handle exhaust temps up to a crazy 200 degrees Celsius. With a corrosion-resistant coating and being made from 99% pure aluminum, it's built to survive in the absolute hottest, toughest places.
So we've got the core tech, we've got the industrial specialists, but what does it all really mean? Let's get to the best part, the payoff. This is how you win the war on energy waste. Just look at this number. We are talking about a reduction of 14 tons of carbon per year. And get this, that's from a single one of these heat recovery cassettes running in a major city. That's a mind-blowing impact from just one component. And what that huge number really means for your customers is super simple. Lower running costs every single month, and a way smaller carbon footprint. You're giving them something that's great for their wallet and for the planet. And this isn't just for small-time projects. I mean, check out the size of these things. This tech scales up to meet literally any demand, handling the airflow for everything from a tiny office to a ginormous industrial complex.
Okay, so we've seen the secret weapon, we've seen the industrial arsenal, and we've seen the victory in the numbers. Let's bring it all home. What does all this mean for you, the person actually designing and building the next generation of AHUs?
Here it is, the bottom line. Putting Seibu Giken's heat recovery tech into your AHUs isn't just adding another feature, no way. It's a straight-up competitive advantage. It takes your product from being a simple AHU to being a seriously smart, high-efficiency energy machine that your competition is going to have a real hard time matching.
So really, there's only one question left. Are you ready to stop just moving air and start arming your clients with the ultimate secret weapon against energy waste?